It is time for my last rep package of the Waypoint Books Full Moon unboxing. This is a lot smaller than the previous months at my request because, if you guys know me, I have been going through a reading slump. So I asked for small books that would not overwhelm me, and I'm very, very excited to dive in. Like I said, this is my last month as a rep, so if you do want to get a full moon or a half moon, which is just one book, box yourself from Waypoint, then do head to waypoint.co.uk. It'll be in the description down below, and put in my code of ABBYFM23 and you will get 30% off of your first box. So let's get this cut open. Okay, so I can tell what this one is because this is the one that I picked. So if you don't know, you are sent 3 options in an email that are basically Waypoint looks at your Goodreads, your story graph, everything that they know about you, and picks 3 books that they think you would like, and you pick one. And that is what everybody gets. If you get the full moon, that's in the half moon. Full moon as well is you get another book that you don't know about. And that one is completely random. So I actually can't see through the tissue paper this time to tell what it is. I'm very curious, but I know what this one is, so I'm going to open it up first. And it's one that I've heard so many things about from Hannah. I'm very excited. Like I said, I knew this one was coming, and it is Rizzio by Denise, Mina. And it is one that Hannah has mentioned many times. Hannah from Lara M, if you don't know, she owns Waypoint, the indie bookshop. So this is following Mary Queen of Scots in 1566, and it's all about people who've come to murder one of her closest advisors, friend and secretary, handsome Italian man. Closest advisors, and her husband has ordered him to be assassinated and wants his wife to watch. That's all I know about this in terms of like plot. I have heard fantastic things from Hannah, very excited, love how small it is, love that it adds something yellow to my shelves. Yes, I am that vain. I'm very excited, very excited. Okay, and then we have book 2. I'm so curious. So this one is Open Water by Caleb Azumah Nelson. I have seen this, yes, modern love story. I've seen this around, and I know that Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe read this and really liked it, but I think she didn't recommend it to me because I don't tend to read any romance. So no one knows my romance tastes, including me, because I don't read it. 2 young people meeting at a pub in South East London, both are black, both are British, scholarships to private schools, they're both doing artistic endeavours, they fall in love, and then fear and violence tears them apart, and an insight into race and masculinity. Interesting. Oh, and there's a playlist on Spotify. There's a playlist on Spotify. I might have to listen to the playlist while I read this. I never, ever would have picked this up. I also thought it was bigger. I thought it was like a 300-page paperback. I didn't realise it was only 150 pages. I'm very excited. Once again, Hannah has knocked it out of the park in terms of the 3 suggestions that she gave were fantastic, but I think she knew I was going to pick this one. I think we all knew. The other 2 sounded great, but she'd mentioned this before. It was already one that was on my radar and I actively was wanting to pick up. So, very, very excited that I now have this in my possession. Although, Hannah, please tell me if it is a historical fiction or if it's a fantasy. So I know where to put it on my shelves when I've read it. Thanks. And yeah, then this one, which I never ever would have picked up for myself, and I am going to have to ask what it was that made them pick this for me, because like I said, other people who know my reading tastes almost as well as Hannah does have been hesitant just because I don't reach for romance, but she knows that I adore anything that is not, you know, white straight male. So this definitely fits into that category. It is nice and short, so that's another category I requested, and I'm just, it's like so out of my usual comfort zone, and I'm really excited by that. Okay, I'm really excited. Anyway, these are always short and sweet videos because it is just 2 books, but 2 books I am now very, very excited for. Thank you so, so much, Waypoint Books, for having me as a rep for the past 3 months for the full moon box. Once again, if you'd like to get 30% off of your first subscription, then use my code CAPLOCKS ABBYFM23 and you'll get the 30% off. I really do highly recommend it. honestly, their skill at recommending books for people is unparalleled. She can do it for anyone. It's genuinely incredibly impressive, and I am debating purely on my TBR is fucking huge and I don't need to give myself a meltdown. That's the only thing that's currently negating of signing up and paying for the subscription myself, because I really like it. I also really want to support a small British indie book business, of course. But yes, literally the only thing that is stopping me from just immediately signing up is my TBR. So, I will have that internal struggle. Hannah will try and persuade me to sign up. And I hope you folks consider signing up too. There's been a few of us, I will link them down below in the description, who have been the reps this time round. I don't know if Hannah and if Waypoint are going to have reps again in the future, but we have been the representatives, and I really do recommend checking out their content because they all read differently to me, so you'll be able to see just how diversely the recommendations are able to stretch when it comes to giving the best book to the best people. So, thank you so much for watching, folks. If you'd like to see any more from me, which includes, in the next month or so, a reading vlog of me reading the first 2 books that I ever got in the rep package. I told you I'm in a massive reading slump. I've read one and I'm about halfway through the other one and I'm loving it. I'm just depressed and slumping. Fantastic picks, like, mwah, amazing, 100%, great books. It's just me. But yes, if you want to see the actual reading vlog for how that goes, then please do hit the subscribe button, and potentially I'll take you on a journey with these 2 and with the 2 books from last time. I will link them up there if you want to see the other 2 boxes that I did get. And yeah, I'm gonna shut up now and let you go on your way. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!